Welcome to the Mechanique Sportive YouTube channel. I'm Nicola. Today we're not far from the Nürburgring circuit in a small village where everyone rents out their little house to store their cars. These are our parking spots and we'll do some laps. Today we're going to compare the Golf Grand Touring Injection Clubsport with the Golf R, and two cars that have slightly different philosophies. This one is front-wheel drive and this one is all-wheel drive. A little more power here, a little less here. Compared to the Grand Touring Injection, it's more powerful. This one has 300 horsepower. We have a limited slip differential up front and special differentials here. What I liked is that when I tried these cars, I noticed a special mode in the menus. Nürburgring, I thought, isn't coming to the Nürburgring to test these cars a great idea? Yeah, well, I still took my little cheat sheet, so I don't tell you anything wrong about the specs and prices. A Golf Grand Touring Injection starts at 50,000 euros. While the Clubsport starts at 54,000. The Clubsport carries a penalty of about 11 or 12,000 euros. The R costs 58,000, so when you add options, it starts right away at 59. I don't know why they force some options in France. So, 59,000. But when it comes to the penalty, we're really dealing with something very different here. So you'll see, in my opinion, more Clubsport than R in France, especially with French plates like this. Because for this one, the penalty ranges from 43,000 to 58,000 euros. And next year, it's going to increase again because the maximum penalties in France will go up to 4 now. 70,000? No, we're 90,000 next year. We're at 70,000 this year. It's starting to get crazy, so the Grand Touring Injection is still the good deal in 2025. Both cars can hold 50 liters of gas. We'll see how many laps that gets us on the Nürb. GTIs are capped at 250 km/h, but this one can reach 270 km/h. A base Grand Touring Injection does 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. The Clubsport does it in 5.6 seconds. This one does it in 4.6 seconds thanks to launch control and four-wheel drive, gaining a second. As I mentioned, 330 horsepower here, 300 on this side. In terms of dimensions, it's the same for all Golfs. 4 meters 29 long, 1 meter 79 wide without mirrors, and 1 meter 45 high. Both cars are the same height. We're talking about this weight. On the Grand Touring Injection, it's 1,470 kilos per Sport Auto. I checked. This one is 1,550 kilos, so there's nearly a 100 kilo difference. Yes, you need to add the system for the rear wheels, but they still worked on it. For example, the wheels are lighter on the R with forged wheels compared to the Grand Touring Injection. Here's the first one. Let's check out the Golf 8R starting on the track. We have a 2-liter turbo engine with 333 horsepower in this version and all-wheel drive, as mentioned. And we have torque vectoring, which has been introduced in the Volkswagen group for some time now. You find that on the Cupra, you find that on the Audi, and so on the Volkswagen as well. Even the RS 3S have taken on that principle. Rear torque vectoring matters. You can send all rear wheel torque to one outside wheel for drifting. There's also a special adapted Nürburgring mode. We have dynamic chassis control on these two cars, letting us adjust the suspension for Nürburgring conditions. It's very hilly with big curbs and some more technical areas. The car's goal is to adapt to these conditions, so we'll see. Here's the difference. Two cars. This one feels more comfortable to me than the Clubsport. These are very different philosophies, but the front ends are similar. We have taillights, a light strip, and illuminated logos at night. I like that they placed the mirrors here, which reminds us a bit of the cars Audi had, like the S3S back in the day with the gray mirrors. All the S models, really. That was really nice. About the braking, look, if you come closer to the wheels, you can see we have forged wheels unique to this R version. It has a big brake kit, but we're unsure if it's 4-piston or 2 large single-piston calipers. I think it's likely a 4-piston setup. We still have aluminum brakes on a hub here. Well, they're standard brakes, but with an aluminum hub. The little R, as a reminder, has 235S on 19-inch forged wheels, each weighing only 8 kilos. The little R reminder we see here, and this blue that really reminds us of the Golf R. We already had the lapis blue on the 7R, if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, in sunlight like this, it has real style, and the key difference is the four-wheel drive system, which sends all the power to the outside wheel when turning, like giving the right rear wheel 100% of the torque during a left turn. On that side, the GTI, so it's different. We still have the strip here, so it's been almost 50 years that GTIs have existed. Since the Golf turned 50 last year, I think it came out 2 years later in 1976. a no-brainer. So in 2026, it will be 50 years of the Golf Grand Touring injection, and that's pretty cool. So always the trim if we have the same retro lighting on the logo, so it's also with new features. We don't have the same air intakes, for example, on this side. On the right side of the Grand Touring injection, it's closed, whereas here on both sides, we have air intakes for the radiators. That's a small detail, and this lower part will change, so look closely here. At the splitter level, there's a small part here with a sensor for the driving assistance systems. Camera at the front on this side, but it's different if you look on the other side. The Grand Touring injection, it's black all over the bottom bar. We just have different intakes. Same thing, we find those famous grills on this side, whereas on the other side, it's also completely different. You? Which one do you prefer? It's a matter of taste. I have to admit, I really like the Grand Touring injection. If we look at the R, watch closely. I'm opening it for you now. Thank you. The Siege or the Siege in the Air. We are all currently in carbon vinyl, we in the GTA, so it is the Siege that are normal. We have a surface, we have the central part in carbon. In the greatest bias, the Alliance in 2005. But if you? Here is the R steering wheel. R, and then we have carbon on the port. We have the difference, you have a mutual central color. We are doing the tour or part of the cotton. The specificity of the air is the higher. We have chapters, and especially as the invention, we laugh across the news. That sort of camera, directly of logo again. But exactly, it's your glass. We all have to cover it. I'm going to close this door. Difference of the air. We see people who are different. So it's not a little bit. They don't notice if you're sleepy. And by the Clubsports, the stickers on the bank, the blanket, the Grand Touring wrapper by day, the retro color, the vitriol, the garment, the bouquet, and the same part, the chapter of this. Totally different. Compared to the air we packed, we see in the GTA a standard. But on the other hand, when I come to the front, you will see less carbon. It was here, so it's a sort of limitation. It's a flaw in our plastic music. The back with the type of mouse. And the Grand Touring injection steering wheel is different, and you can see it there as well. Most importantly, you see the red indicator there. You can also set a code to prevent the car from being stolen. The sport pedals, those are the same, but the seats are very different, nothing to do with Alcantara. Above all, I love the honeycomb pattern and the Grand Touring injection embroidery here. Which one do you prefer? Personally, I have a special fondness for the Grand Touring injection. The same applies to the stitching details on the steering wheel and in the back. Look at the seats. They're also different. Same with the upholstery. You find pretty much the same thing, the same design. But we'll talk about it in the video because we went with some friends. Look, there are some friends over there. The voice with no, so we have Flo. I got him to come to the Nerf, you know him. First in the Flo, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm well supported, so it should be fine. Let's try now. Flo, he took one and I took one. We invited friends to have fun. Look at this beautiful place. We're good. We have some pretty cool neighbors. Yeah, there are BMW guys here. They're not here to joke around, and there are a lot of them. So we're going to go around the Kui circuit, and the goal is to see the differences between these two cars on the Nürburgring, since they both have a special Nürburgring mode. Are you ready? Boy, we have parking for a first lap. What's great here is that in the modes, we have our race mode. And in our race mode, we have the special drift mode, special Nürburgring. I'm bringing you along with a nice view. The camera shows the three of us. There's Cyril in the back and Fred here, who might give me a hand, because Fred, he knows. As I mention in every video, it's his job. And don't hesitate if you ever need a coach, because I think it's super important, especially for this kind of track. Are you and Fred here? Actually, it's not to hold you back, but rather to try to show what a car is capable of and help you make the most of it in the end. Expression?
Yes, that's it. That's my idea, Day. It's that my presence isn't about being ultra present and making you perform at 100% on the track. It's mainly about reassuring you during brief doubts, the times when you're unsure, like during a hard break or when deciding whether to accelerate or do something else. I'm here to give you that information, keep you from hesitating, and help you accelerate in that moment.
That's why I think it's cool. Because if today I'm able to drive this way, it's thanks to Fred, who's been coaching me for a few years now. Because for you, it's your job, and you started this job around the same time I started YouTube, exactly. And actually, you've tried quite a lot of things. You work with lots of prestigious brands, very sporty cars on the track, and so on, and so on. You know how to drive on ice, on the track, and so on. You even give rally lessons with cars that are really made for both asphalt and dirt. And as they say, it's a profession, and I think it's always really useful to keep improving.
No, but it's important. On the track, we often make mistakes that aren't always significant. If we keep making these mistakes, we'll never improve.
Absolutely, and here we are. We arrive at Nürburgring, the little card we've recharged. Hello? There, I recharged for 10 laps, and the 10 laps were 300 euros. There was a small discount of 15 euros for next time if you buy more. And now we're off again. So Nürburgring mode. It's a shame this car doesn't have a display mode. When you have some idea of what's coming, like seeing your tire pressures at cuts, I might have liked that, but anyway, here we go. Let's go. Go, get in there. And now, I'm gonna let the car do its thing a little and let Fred coach a bit. Foremost. Yeah, of course, my name is Fred.
Okay, we're starting the trip from here to Bonante. I'll let you get into it a bit here. It's a left, right after the right. You stay to the right, but we have the Swift, so be careful. Life, because it's a left curve and a tight right, so you keep your left wheel, right brake, and you're going to hit the apex. Be careful, the little Mazda noticed us. Stay left, straighten the wheel, brake, and dive into the apex by the rail. Then release the wheel to turn smoothly and accelerate straight. You come over to the right, steering wheel straight, foot on the brake, wait a bit, and now you go for the apex. No, release your steering wheel. Stabilize your accelerator, keep to the right, let it drift to the left, dive back to the apex, feather the throttle, and then accelerate, okay? If it gives you a left, there's a tightening left turn, so you brake, keep to the left, and then go into a right turn. Come on, look far ahead. And that gives you a sequence of left S-turns.
Oh wow, the small 7 in front left.
You're going to keep to your left. Steer right, brake, dive to the apex, gently release the wheel, look at the exit, then go full throttle, flat out. Create a small straight apex, brake, set down, hold left. On the hill, brake, that's it, no more. And you just stabilize your throttle, stabilize, and at the apex you get on the gas.
Let's go with that since he's driving well. Do you want to? Can we overtake that?
I'm not sure what he's doing. There's a car coming up behind, but I didn't see which one. Brake, dive inside, watch him ahead.
Oh yes, in front of him. It's kind of the same thing.
And keep the wheel straight, brake hard, keep braking, keep braking, keep braking, keep braking, keep braking. Dive to your apex, wait before getting back on the throttle, and apex, throttle on. You got on the throttle too soon and missed your apex slightly. That's the part you really like.
Jay, it's beautiful here, but scary. A.
Wait or not is the same for the BMW. We might think he saw us, but you always have to be careful. Stay to the right and brake, dive to your apex, hold to your left, straighten the wheel, brake too early, wait, tight turn, straight ahead, brake towards the curb, dive, 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 and wait, go. You have a car behind you, come on, it's good.
It's done.
It's GR86.
Actually,
It's on semi-slicks.
there are a lot of people who drive on semi-slicks, and actually, it makes a big difference because sometimes even cars that aren't very powerful
They have strong lateral grip.
and a lot more than us who are on street tires.
So obviously you have a huge difference and a noticeable gap, especially in these sequences of turns, because semi-slicks have grip that really sticks to the road. Be patient, hold your brake, 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 gently release and let go of your steering wheel. Stay a bit to the right and brake, turn in gently and take the whole thing smoothly. Stay to your left, light brake, be patient, a bit of throttle and gently accelerate. Stay to your left, brake hard and hold your brake, move to your right, hold your brake, hold your brake, hold your brake, hold your brake, turn into the apex and gently start to release your steering wheel. In. Take the whole thing smoothly, look far ahead and accelerate. You can overtake normally.
Director,
Stay right, keep the wheels straight, brake hard, wait, then turn to the apex, accelerate smoothly and finish on the left. Straighten the wheel, brake, dive to the apex, then accelerate at full throttle. You can overtake, go ahead, it's all full throttle. You see it's a left curve.
you can't go full throttle. You need to brake.
Dive into the apex and keep to your left after and brake hard. Hold brake, keep braking, dive into the apex, wait, apex done, throttle and full gas. Go flat out. Breathe, because we often forget. Is that something you say a lot in coaching, Fred? We're in a slow zone limited to 100. So yeah, it's very important. You see, you just did it yourself. Your response, the FOF, shows that focusing is normal. The human body is being asked to perform many specific, precise actions. When we start thinking this way, we hold our breath. It's completely normal. I often use the example of a sniper holding his breath before shooting, fully focused on his target. It's the same here, and I also compare it to a boxer. With every punch, he catches his breath for his endurance. Well, what we're doing is motorsport, so of course there's a breathing rhythm to find here. On a road like this, since it's not truly a track, but everything comes one after another so regularly that you have to find your breathing, have the right timing, the right moment to breathe very often. A braking phase is precise and important, so it's normal to hold your breath and steer into the apex. Letting go of the wheel and accelerating could cause movement. So, okay, once you're at full throttle with straight wheels, nothing else happens. At that point, you need to breathe, especially since you have to look far ahead to see what's coming next, and anticipate so you can catch your breath again. What? Okay, come on, let's go, that's it, and there we go, that's... Go through there, MX5. Come on, brake, dive to your apex, be patient, gentle on the throttle, and go for the outside curve, and we're going to reach the carousel. Straight line towards the AMG. More, go, brake hard. Hold a bit, dive in, look at your exit, find your exit, look for it. Not too much throttle, not too much throttle, not too much throttle, and then throttle, go. Come on, it's starting to shake every time. Go. Come on, we're gonna wrap around. Come get the right chart. Right steering brake, dive to your apex, hold your right. Watch out for little Cleo. I'm not sure she saw us. He's making his moves. One, that's fine. Going. All right, that's good. And let's roll through. Then we'll hold the left. Straighten the wheel. You braked too early and turned in a bit too soon. So you see, you end up getting pushed all the way out onto the outside curb. To your left, brake, dive to the apex, stay patient, sweep through, light brake, dive in, quick right, stabilize, dive to apex, look ahead, throttle left, straight brake, dive to apex. We're nearing YouTube corner, which is downhill. Then from the left, go straight, brake, be patient, get your curb gently, keep left with the wheels straight for a while, brake, hold it, take the apex, not too much gas, release your steering a bit less ahead and brake, dive to the inside, release, and roulette, then you stay right on the right. And brake, hold, tap the brake, hold, tap the brake, dive to the apex, it wraps around, go, hop, hop, classy. Yeah, watch out for this part, thanks brake, there's gonna be a little jump. The jump here is always impressive. Yeah, and brake, woohoo, come get your apex and get back on the gas. It gives you butterflies in your stomach, keep to your right after, and then it goes back to the left. Hold the branch, we go right, you dive left, go. And the gas. Oh wow, it was sloping down here. The brake, come get the apex, full throttle, come on, all of this is flat for now. Okay, here, there will be some braking, hold, a little harder. Come on, hold it, right, light brake, dive to the apex, full throttle, hold your right, second carousel brake, not too much, dive to the apex, go ahead, I'll stay on the outside. Someone went slightly wide at a small exit. I didn't notice cars behind because I didn't check the mirrors. Come on, remember it's done in 2 steps. Or even 3 steps. Come on, dive and throttle, dive, full throttle and hold it.
That's good. Ah, there, that's it.
Too much time.
It helps clear your mind a bit.
Yes, it relaxes both your mind and body.
It feels good. We should do this more often. Well, yeah.
I understand why the locals come here regularly. It makes sense.
Yeah, it feels good.
Well, yeah, it's good. I'm going to put some on myself. And that's good.
You can continue if you want. We take short breaks each time since we're not drivers and our car is still a standard model. Yes, so we try to take it a bit easy and at the same time, it allows us to cool down. As we said, it's still important for the driver to take a breather and regroup. And at the same time, it allows you to analyze your mind when you take a break, to think about the track.
You know, people who sometimes do little karting sessions, often we wonder why it only lasts 10 minutes. You should know that 10 minutes is about the amount of time the brain can concentrate on an activity like that. You need a quick break to reoxygenate. We discussed breathing during the tour, so now return to normal breathing. We don't do this daily. What? See?
There you go. Well,
listen.
Then it feels good.
Do it well, it relaxes.
So we tried this Golf 8R with all-wheel drive. And it's true that it drives really well. Coming out of a corner, you see, you can accelerate again pretty early. Yes, that's the advantage of all-wheel drive. With this Nürburgring mode, which was specially designed for the Nürburgring. Well, exactly, it makes sure not to put too much power on the rear wheels so it doesn't slide and so on. Its goal is efficiency. It was very effective. Fred, thank you, my pleasure. Maybe we'll do a few more laps together. We'll also compare with the Grand Touring Injection briefs after I've tried the Grand Touring Injection, because I find it quite interesting to compare the 2 cars, and that's actually why we came here with both cars. There. All right, here we go again, this time with the Golf Grand Touring Injection. Special mode, Nürburgring mode. Anyway, it's fine, we've got a little map here.
Turn off the assist, good idea, there we go. Hello.
All right, I have 3 laps left.
3 laps in addition to this one?
Yeah, 3 more laps. Fred. Yes, that's it. Yeah, sports are actually good.
Sport, I'll put it on for you.
Yeah, sport, it's pretty cool. So now we've set everything to sport. Sport plus 2, yes.
Okay.
Bommelwee. We're good. They really went tight there. Hop.
Well, yes, it's the beginning. No one has thrown the code yet.
Come on, let's go. We're going to have some fun. Come on, detect how he's driving.
And
the good thing about going first is there's no one ahead.
No, but it's true that this is nice.
It's 5:20 post-meridium, so I miss it at 5 post-meridium.
That's good. We're around here, the first cars. So remember what I said, don't rush too much or too soon. Inside. There's a noise, the paddle, I didn't remember it making that noise.
It clicks a bit loudly, I got a bit annoyed.
A bit annoyed? It's like, hey, there are photographers, we're here for fun, and the clay on your left, and we're working on it, go ahead. Got some bubbles.
Yeah, it slows down a lot there to go. I really love this track, Fred. You really have to come much higher.
Yes, that's very good. That's why you tightened the knot. It's starting now. That's your little side. That's how I am. I like high revs. Now stay glued here to the left. What? A few degrees of steering to make a black line there. Very good. Okay, let's take a look. There's already one here. Well started. Saeed. Come on, and now bit optimistic about the curve, but it's fine. Someone's ahead. Yeah, basically just jumping again and all. Yeah, after that he seems to be in semi-cyclic. Yeah, he seems to be dragging a bit on the straight. On the straight he's dragging a bit. Yeah, we'll see what it says on the radio. We'll follow him. It sounds more fun. Maybe we'll overtake him. Dive, not yet. He's so funny. Wow, it's beautiful here. Move, right? We usually go up to 220 here, so much faster than this. Hold on tight to your left. We're heading straight to your curve. There you go. Be patient, be patient, be patient. And now you're going to go for the inside. And there you sacrifice and you go for it. And now you hit the gas. Yes. With your exit speed, your line is much better. A little break here. He dives in. Hard brake, we stay straight, there's no need to shift down to second. It's a big brake, we don't go straight to the apex. Time. Every time here it gives me a bit of assistance. Yes, too much assistance going downhill, too much slow. Yes, I think so, yes. Really, I prefer this one. Come on here, don't forget, let yourself drift a little and it will close up, then there it closes a little bit, and here it's a big brake, don't forget, world. We keep the brake, we keep the brake, we keep the brake for a long time, a long time, a long time, a long time, and then we dive in, okay? Going to be the one from earlier who's behind me. The same. I forgot. I looked at the spot too high. Still have to concentrate a little here. Put on the brakes a bit here. And look left. You brake. You keep braking. You wait. You head toward the photographer and dive back in and accelerate again. Is the slow zone still there? I think so, based on the construction. Be very... There's no more slow zone, it seems. It starts a little further ahead there. If only I'd gone fast, no. Yeah, the speed is good. You see, they're done. slow him in the corners, so don't enter the carousel immediately. Wait for the second marker.
It doesn't brake, yeah.
Short brake, then dive in. And then it brakes, there you go.
See what happened.
And he's going to open it for you, Pierre, on this part. But don't forget, he's on slicks. Just different from the slick working car.
So, the thing is, it's less powerful. You could say, yeah.
Don't forget that the brakes still aren't the same tires.
You in his car, yes.
We're going to reach the YouTube turn. Do you know why we call this turn the YouTube turn?
Because there are people filming for YouTube?
Because all the people positioned there, it's a really nice viewpoint indeed, and this is where crashes happen regularly. And so they're all there waiting to catch a little video of the car that's going to mess up and crash.
As long as it's not us, I'm fine with it, and so, well...
Careful, not too much. Take your time, breathe.
There's an unidentified flying object behind you. Oh, yeah.
Very well identified, but not for long.
We're not going to try to follow it.
Oh no, there's no point. He doesn't even need to brake. It's crazy. He's flat out on the water, right? But no, the criteria is known.
He's there, yeah.
Come on, stay a bit to your left, stay to your left, wait, and go, dive and get back on the gas.
What I noticed is that you really have to keep the revs pretty high with this car for it to pick up again in terms of torque. We might have liked it to be a bit lower because, you see, like below 4,000, not much really happens. You still have to work it a bit. The car went totally crazy and acted like, I'm done helping you. Can we put the cruise control on now? Fred probably. Oh no, I'm working now. The assistance is over. As big kids, we got a summer sled for 15 euros, which gave us 60 minutes of fun. I left the two crazy guys in front.
Of course.
I've never done this before. It should be fun. He said, hey, watch out, Fred Carculi. That is, be careful, right? Come on, here we go, just like at Park Asterix. The little climb. It's comfortable to hold, though the GoPro is a bit more awkward, but manageable. It's fine. It's not a struggle. It's better now. 2, 3, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. It's going to be nice. Well, so this experience on the Nürburgring with these two cars, it's German. It was actually created specifically to go on the Nürburgring as well. We saw that there were special modes. Well, in the end, the special mode makes it great. I prefer the track-focused mode because it's stiffer and lets me feel the car better, making it more effective. For enjoyment, I wouldn't necessarily use the Nürburgring mode. I'd use Lucy's mode instead. And a little fan, but the very first available version for us. What I think is the appeal of the artists on this track, we were on the track, I came up. What do you gain? We have this journey or t-shirt because it benefits Katamara in the video. I made a video and we will see. The difference between the light is right and a lot of cold, and it's very quick. It's really cold, it's voice. It's a more difficult comfort that the Grand Touring Club Sports. The Grand Touring Club Sports more oriented, really conduit. The fact that Cataract is different, but I've been very preferred in the Virus to 3. Sport is such a great total movement because we come together to draw attention, but I have access. If you have Clarion, they do, but it's not about harming you. She'll handle it well, and we'll enjoy this one. And we bridge the gap. The Grand Touring Club Sports, it's the Ganymede for the Luke, the Sierra Jeff, and Optic sonerated present in the interior. On the health. But I choose Celsi, it's there all the days, the Cataract for the mountain, etc. Little but fun, it's there. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe, and I'll be releasing a little video about the Caterham soon as well. Video.